Alright, listen to this beauty. Listen to this beauty, man. Don't you worry. I'm telling you, yeah, at MMC or street light or street deck, I think the street light or street deck, yeah, it's gonna end up like that one, bro. You watch. You watch, because them bosses, they weren't sounding like that when they were brand new either. They were bare quiet and that. Yeah, now they're getting bare louder because they're getting older and that. The same process is gonna happen to all the other Voith bosses with the DIWA Gearbox. See, this is another thing that the community has a misconception of. Yeah, people call gearboxes by the manufacturer that built them. Yeah, you'll say like this boss has a Voith gearbox. Voith is just the company. The actual model for the gearbox is called DIWA, 864 point something, or like, you know, but the actual model name is DIWA. Yeah, and then basically how Voith do it, right, is DIWA actually stands for something, because Voith have done it in a way where the first and second gear have the same gear ratio, but there's a they do something with the they do something with the, I think it's like the actual like output torque or something like that. Voith do their gearbox in a very unique way. I'm telling you, yeah, the first and second gear, yeah, on a Voith bus, yeah. I mean, now I'm saying it. I mean, the first and second gear, yeah, on the Voith DIWA gearbox, yeah, they've both got the same ratio. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now. You can even look it up. 20 Voiths, yeah, the first and second gear ratio, they both have the same gear ratio. Hey, look at this motorbike overtaking that bus clean. If that was an electric bus, man, I'm telling you, that bus would gap that motorbike. I'm telling you, that bus would be able to just zoom past that motorbike right there. I'm telling you. But these diesels, they're so slow, they pick up those speeds so gradually. But electrics is instant. With electrics, yes, it's as if you're literally choosing the speed yourself. The power's that instant. That's why I love electric buses, man. You literally feel the thing pull you backwards as it accelerates. Electric buses' power is unmatched against any diesel, any hybrid. I'm telling you. Electrics have all the power, fam. You know? Even some electric car, you know that car that can turn upside down? It just beat a Formula 1 car in a Top Gear race. Well, they weren't racing together, but basically a Formula 1 car was timed to go against the lap on the Top Gear course, on the Top Gear track. And then so was this electric car, and the electric car beat it by a few seconds. Yeah. That one's missing some bit of the right bus logo at the rear. See, what I like about right bus, yeah, they've done it in a nice, smart idea where they actually advertise themselves on the bus by putting their logo at the back here, but they did it in a smart way, whilst still prioritising the engine's ventilation. Yeah, they still found a way of shaping their logo on there, which I like. I rate that. ABL did it kinda, but they didn't do it in a smart way like right bus. Yeah. With Brightbus, yeah, they actually like used their actual logo to do the event, and they did it in a nice way. Of course, they added some extra bits by both sides of the logo. You know, they added some like two extra wings on the left side and the right side, you know, to the logo. But they still found a smart way of making an event for the rear of their buses. And I actually rate what Brightbus did. They did the same thing with the Gemini 1. They've done it with the Streetlight 2. They did it with the Streetlight 2, but the only thing is with the Streetlight, right? The other two, the extra wings, yeah, that you see right beside the logo on the left side and the right side. On the Streetlight, it's only the middle the three bits of the logo that are actually vents, and it's like that for the Daimler engine Streetlights only. The Cummins ones, none of the logos are actually. The Cummins Streetlights, right, at the rear, yeah, the whole right bus logo at the back here, it's not actually a vent on the Cummins one, but on the Daimler one, it's actually a vent, yeah. That's why whenever you see them refurbishing Daimler street lights, you always still see the vent. But then you still see the right boss logo there. But then when you look at the Cummins ones, whenever they refurbish them, the logos are nowhere to be seen. You know, because on the Daimler ones, right boss did it in a way where the logo is actually a vent. I like what they did there. You know, we need more of that. But you know what I hate? When they got to the street deck, Electroliner and the GB Cat, they stopped doing all that. They stopped doing all that. And it just killed it. It just makes the bus look plain at the rear. Like, just keep the vents there, man. You just keep the vents there, man. Like, why are you removing that, man? Just imagine how plain that would look at the rear if there was no vents on that bonnet. Like, the vents just add... They just add a bit of detail there. Like, just keep it on there. Just flipping keep it on there.